Okay. Now, about to see. Fix that. Just that. Alright, there we go. Now, let's see here. Got. Sounds good. Alright. So, options. Let's go ahead and check the options real quick. Master volume is all the way up. That's good. Is good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Resolution is actually a good resolution. Hold that thought. Hold on. Hold on a second. Need to restart. Currently I have my joystick plugged in, and this game does do the joystick, but it doesn't like the joystick. So, unfortunately, it does not like mine. Alright, now let's go back. There we go. Now, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. The resolution's fine. Graphics are fine. Controls will be good. We're doing a new game. Commander. Dragon 1 difficulty. You can go from normal, easy, easier, normal, hard, very hard, hardcore, ultra plus. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. So, that could be a problem. Alright, so this thing has a on-lose focus mute. Let's see if we can turn that off. Auto-save after warp, that's fine. Enable controller detection, that's... I had to unplug, so it doesn't matter. So that's obviously a setting that we cannot change. Okay, we'll just have to live with it. It's not what I'm ever happy with, because I like being able to click out to do things, but we'll live with that. Okay, so new game. Dragon 1. And let's just go with normal. Cause you know, this game, I don't know how hard it really is. Alright. Now, this is the tutorial. We're going to learn how to pilot our ship. I feel like we have your own ship. I guess it's really more of a shuttle, but I myself started with a station tug. At least yours is technically a starship. Kite station isn't the most glamorous posting in Starcom, but like I said, we all just got started somewhere. Okay. Yes, sir. First mission. I think the assignment calls it a delivery. But sure, we can call it a mission if you like. Your mission is to deliver cargo. You hold the kite station. I believe you got the replacement water purification system, several tons of mixed mineral resources, and a few dozen crates of archaeology day on Murdoch Beta. Choose super interesting stuff. When you get there, see Commodore for the additional mission. Okay. I will get there any chance. I better hurry, the archaeological artifacts are almost 2 million years old already. That's funny. So, we have ASWD to steer and navigate. Forward thrusters, back thrusters, rotational thrusters. We have a cannon. Speed is auto zeroing. Alright. Which is kind of good things. If you have options of shooting the asteroids, I don't know if there's anything in them. We can check. Nice shooting. Oh, there's something in them. So actually that's, looks like you didn't need practice after all. Apparently we can shoot rocks. That's a lot of power. I need to destroy all the asteroids. I wonder, because now I'm curious, what happens if I just sit there and shoot all the asteroids? Rather than going to the station. I don't know if I ever did this. If memory serves, no matter what we do, the story progresses. Say if we spend like all kinds of time here, just chilling with the asteroids. The get lost in space event will still happen. Or maybe we do need to destroy them all. If we classify orders from Starcom to clear all rocks, I understand that you can't tell me. So far, we've cleared a lot of rocks, and we've only got one mineral thing. Two. Oh, that's more titanium. Yeah, there's nothing on here. There's the gas giant. Really curious now. Dinosaurs have been avenged. Okay, now is there any more? I'm sorry, but this is funny. Now it's got my interest. If there's anything else avenged. Any more rocks? Map? Yeah, there's a few more down here. Going over here. Now we get the map real quick. There are a few more behind us. I wonder if we actually clear them all out if anything happens. As I said, I played this back when it was in early access, so the gameplay was a little different. And I don't know if they changed the opening sequence or not. Yeah, so it's more around here. So yeah, we're gonna clear them. We're gonna have, fun with this real quick. Just to see if anything interesting is gonna happen if we clear out all the rocks. I think the dinosaurs have been avenged is the last comment from the first officer. So, looks like that's probably all of it. But we did get, quite a bit of titanium out of that. Not that we really need it, but, you know, it was definitely worth the time, probably not. I forgot I'm playing other games. That's odd, getting some strange readings for the sensors. Could be a solar flare helm. Control seems off too. Well, that looks bad. Yeah, that's a war. That's not good. Oh, that's probably bad. What just happened? Part of my language. Commander, we've got damage reports coming in from all sections. My nav computer is back online, but it's failing to resolve our position. It doesn't recognize our stellar configuration. Either it's broken or we're a long way from home. Alright, so there's... Hold on. Something up here that's moving. Alright. Intruder, you are in tick controlled space. Identify yourself immediately or be destroyed. I am Representative of Starcom. We are peaceful. One of our research outposts was just destroyed. And here you are. An unidentified ship in our territory. Explain this. Yes. The Rift destroyed the outpost. Rift in space pulled your ship to the exact point in space occupied by our research outpost, nearby destroying it. That's incredible. No, you believe us? No. Our universal translator system may be having some issues with your language. Does incredible mean not credible? That's funny. That is actually a very good guess, even though it's wrong. It doesn't mean amazing or fantastic. I think it's telling that your language is as deceptive as its speakers. We believe you are agents of Surid. Disable your weapon systems and await your incredibly peaceful response. Yes, that's run. Yes, incredibly peaceful response. I like it. Again, deactivate your weapon systems. You're attempting to verify your claims. Verify that. Verify my gun. Okay. So if we look at the map, now we've cleared that out. We are here. There's a white dwarf here. And there are several unscanned planets. So, it doesn't look like there's anything at that planet. Since I just picked up another Starcom signal, looks like head station, maybe. Maybe they know what happened. I've marked it on the map. Okay, so the station we're supposed to be going to, that we did reach before, we're gonna reach now. And our little space tug. See, we have a little space tug. We have basically a cockpit, a rock gun, and an engine. We don't have very much, but we do have at least something. Alright, so to start this off, we have, in this menu, we have event log, what's going on. Oh, poor dude got married right before this happened. That's horrible. Poor dude. Anyway. So, Commander Miranda Price. You must be Bell. We have detected a Starcom vessel. I was hoping it was Captain Lee, no offense. But, the Yatsman, the Byzantium. Byzantium. That's the word. Byzantium. I can't speak today. Is a warship. We had no ships docked at our station when, well, whatever that was happened. It looks like you're the only ship we've got. Small ship, but good eye already. That's the attitude I wanted to see. I hope for all our sake, you're right. After the rift we're in a bad shape. Oh, right, speaking of rift, what happened? I have no idea. A lot of our databanks were completely fried by the event, but I'm pretty sure we never had any record of a rift in space that pulls ships to another galaxy. So they're thinking we're in another galaxy. Got it. Alright. Based on our intel, initial encounters with the race called the Chitik, we are in unfriendly territory. We are low on resources. We've lost a lot of our technical data. We're stranded in another galaxy. We've got only one ship, yours, and it's terrible. Tell me the bad news. First, get yourself to the shipyard. You're authorized to see any of the materials you brought in that we don't use for repairs, to make upgrades to your ship. Make sure you get a surveyor module installed, because your next task will do a survey of the planets in the system, see if there's anything we can use that might pose a threat. Report back with your findings. Okay. So now we can talk to the engineer. Any tips on layout? He'll give you some ideas on layouts if you get stuck. However, in here, the engineer, thanks to your cargo hold, we can make some upgrades to your ship. Yes, the ship configuration system is pretty self-explanatory. We have a lossless material recycler, so feel free to experiment with builds. You won't lose resources. To simplify build out, you can start with a blueprint. And I'll show you that in a second. We're gonna go do surveys. I suggest the land surveyor. So in the shipyard, you can go to blueprints. And in here, as you work up the materials and you work up your station categorized for what's available to you, you can automatically build some of these bigger ships. Now, some of them are better than others, but they are a nice little, let's have this. So we'll do the surveyor and take a look at it. The surveyor has 2 engines. It has a reactor, the cockpit, the surveyor module in the front, and 2 guns. Now, based on our current resources, we can't build anything else. That's all we got. And we're going to do one on there. So, leave station. Now, if we go through the rest of the HUD, I see 3 planets on scanners. I'll check that, that's fine. This option is our main menu. We don't care about this unless you're doing settings, saving, and so on. But we are going to save. It does save when you warp, but right now we want to save in the system. Now this is our mission log and our ship status. So how much resources we have and what our ship looks like spec-wise and how much resource points we have. We're not to research yet, so it doesn't matter. And then there's our map, as well as our targets of what we need to do. We will get more options later. Like, we actually pick up the ability to do system jumps and so on. But we do need to work through little basic missions to kind of get ourselves kicked off. Oh, a watery planet. Alright, so we have a survey. So we're going to send down our survey ship. And there it goes. The source of the anomaly signal is an overgrown, abandoned research lab. Sweet. The upper level of the lab has been ruined by centuries of exposure to the elements, but the underground facility, the team finds what appears to be an intact AI core. The team's xenotechnician thinks he can either restart the core or cut it out the memory banks and try to extract the data. So we have the choice to reboot the core or extract data. Let's go with reboot the core. The technician uses the lander's computer to bootstrap the AI core, while the universal translator seems to translate what it says. It is apparently corrupted. It only repeats eyes locked, stop, any key, return. Okay. The agent is still able to extract a large amount of data, useful data from the cores. The team also is able to salvage some of the useful materials from the equipment. So we got some titanium, some chlorodite, and then some research points. And here comes the research pod, and we're back. Just one planet left. Yes. And there's the sun. And the visuals in this are really pretty. Yeah, from the star flares to the ship mechanics, all that. We got two guns. We could use another reactor, so we don't drain this much energy. But what about that in a minute? Here's the last planet. And there's something here, so it's in that probe. As I haven't played this since it was still in early access, so go figure. Source of the anomaly readings is a small, dense titanium sphere, which contains a transmitter emitting short, regular bursts at 1420 megahertz. 1420 megahertz. Sounds somewhere. Maybe the frequency of hydrogen. Anyway, no other artifact objects were detected to examine the sphere's presence. How odd. But we got supported titanium. Okay. And here comes our receiver module. Yay. That's all the planets in the system. Let's head back to the station. Oh no, we're being attacked by two friends. Two unwanted. Wow, two guns is actually pretty solid. Wish we had a booster. one opponent left. I don't know where he's going. Towards the station, I guess? I don't know if the station has any weapons. I guess it does. Wait, there's some debris left. What to pick up? Oh, Charlie. Alright, Space Commander. Reviewed your logs of the system survey. An abandoned lab is interesting for two reasons. One, it suggests there are other civilizations in this region besides the Chitik. Maybe some of them are less hostile. And two, it seems like you found treasure trove of research data. Which leads me to an update. I've got good news and bad news. The good news is that our research lab is up and running again. What's the bad news? We lost all the data. A lot of the technical data seems to have been lost when the befriend with fried our systems. But Lieutenant Commander Pillman says that we can recover a lot of it using research data you discovered here. So make lots of scientific discoveries to your list to your to-do list. Oh gee, thanks. I guess we'll have to do that then. But first, hand over the research data and let's see what you can do with them. Research. I am Lieutenant Commander Pillman, head of the research lab, but you can call me Mr. Dr. Pillman. The data you recovered during your errands will allow me to restore some of our lost data. The Commodore has decided that you, a ship's commander with no science background, should choose the direction of our research because you are in the field. As she put it, unlike the shipyard, once you research the technology, those research points are locked in. We can't un-research something, so choose carefully. Personally, I suggest researching turbo thrusters, which I mentioned earlier we could really use. If nothing else, let your ship get somewhere in a hurry if you need to, or get away in case you, maybe. But I recommend that I only have 2 doctrines, so you may know. Okay, so we start with basic propulsion. We can turbo thrusters, which is half our points. We can also upgrade our weapon systems. We can upgrade our reactors and engines and such. We can upgrade our scanners. Beam splitter, that's worth something. This next one, stealth engineering. This is our ship classes, so when we upgrade these, we can upgrade to different blueprints. So like this one here requires the scout class, but this as a gunship takes the explorer class. So if we go to research, we want that like gunship, we have to unlock explorer. Now we can't do that now if we want to get boosters, but you could in theory upgrade that right away. Upgrade your hull integrity, repair, special projects. We'll get those later as we unlock story elements, armor, and so on. However, I am definitely in agreement that we need turbo thrust. And good job, I officially promote you to research grad student. If you have any questions, you can contact me from command, but I am rather busy at the moment. So, We have 75 points left, so we can't do improved engines. We can do gravitational gliding, which is useful. Upgraded weapon systems, we'll get that later. Upgraded power might be a good idea. Abstract applications, let's do this. Because honestly, the tractor beam splitter is worth getting. And advanced labs. Those are all worth getting right away. So over here in the shipyard, we have enough points. We don't need another survey module. I don't have enough to make a second reactor, though that's probably what I would want to do. That or a third engine. We can't do any of that. Long-range sensors have detected warp nexus in the sector. It definitely wasn't there when we arrived. I don't know whether it is part of the phenomenon we encountered earlier or as a result of the activities in the system. I hope it's a way back to Starcom space, but even if it leads to another sector here in Xeno, as the new crew, as my crew is calling this region, I still want to know what's that. Okay, we'll take our ship to it. If it leads to another system, take a look around before reporting back. Hopefully, you'll find some friends or at least more resources. Before heading out, make sure you do any tech research or ship upgrades needs in case. So we're gonna leave the station. So we now have the afterburners. Let's say we've got turbo thrust technology. We use shift to do that. Like I said, the big thing here is to probably have another reactor. Let's jump to the next system. In this system, if we take a look around, we have our warp nexus here, we have one here, and we have a couple of planets to worry about. We also have an enemy ship flying our way. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Can't save with hostile player. Right. Let's kill that guy off. See if he's got anything useful on him. Did have material light, which is useful. Now this planet has nothing detected on it. I believe this system may not be a great place for us to hang out. But we're going to kind of play defensive for the moment. If it happens to be anything bigger than a bread box, we'll avoid it. There isn't a random piece of debris up here though. So we'll collect that. More titanium. Alright. Now if we look at the map, we got some more ships, so the sheer number of ships, there may actually be like something else going on here, like maybe a station or something, or a ground base. Okay, Rocky Plateau with unusual density rings turns out to be a disguised and apparently abandoned military fortress. Scans attain energy source coming from within. Force the way in, it's too risky to turn ship. Let's force our way in. Lose the crew. hidden fortress is no longer manned, but the team's rough entrance activated a number of automated defense drones which opened fire. The drones had apparently kept their other raiders at bay. In the fortress's storerooms was a large amount of military equipment. The equipment is antiquated by our standards, but could be recycled into useful military resources. So we lose a crewman, but we gain some titanium, some chloride, and some cobalt. Nice. Alright. Sad to lose crew members. Also, with fewer hands on deck, repairs will go slower. Next time we visit Kite Station, you should ask Commodore if she can assign us replacements, which she will. Let's go ahead and just do a quick save. And we've got one more 200 planets to explore. So let's take the one off to the right here. Let's do this one and this one, and then we can check out what's through that portal. Unless we lose more crew. Then you might want to go back. But right now, I want to see what we can find in the solar system. That's right, we have boosters. Wait, what's that? Okay, discovery. Neutrino bending. This otherwise normal looking high temperature, whatever. Okay, so that was the sun that was of interest. Got it. I thought it was like an asteroid or a meteor or something. Alright, so scans indicate the gas giant has a core of metallic hydrogen. Interesting. Long speculated to be about a year. And we got a bunch of research. Which is good because we need to upgrade our ship class. I will need that to do that. Scan this planet. Nothing detected. So let's go ahead and jump to the next system. Because I'm pretty sure the next event is us going home. So, might as well warp to here. Alright. Nothing like this structure in our database. Maybe one of civilizations in the galaxy is really into abstract, minimalist structure. Oh, that's a jump ring. Those are more research points from the gas giant. Those are methods to go really long distances. These little vortexes will take you system to system. The jump ring will allow you to go really far in the galaxy. So, which is a good thing. Okay, so we have combat ships coming at us. Get over here, Scout. Come on, Scout. I do want to scan this planet, but you're in the way. Got 2 scouts. Nice. More titanium. Thank you, I can use your titanium. Now we can send our little thing out. So this planet, in a crater-scarred valley, a team finds an enormous derelict ship. Whether it crashed here after a battle or landed to make repairs and then took off again is unclear. What is clear is that it's a potential treasure trove of resources. I guess we go in for the salvage team. So, the outer hull is verge of disintegration from centuries no longer exposure to the elements, but some of the interior decks yield large quantities of active materials attached to the ships. Drive deck is a device, a set of 4 concentric rings encased in translucent sphere, some kind of gyroscope. The team thankfully separates the artifact from the drives and returns to the ship with some titanium, some chloride, and some yttrium. Right. The artifact we found on the spaceship seems to be an interface between the ship's navigation system and something else, but we're not sure what. Obviously, it's for the ring system that we don't know how to use yet. We know this. We know what it's for. We're just not there yet. So earlier you have to... see, now it's open. Alright, hold on. We'll deal with you in a minute. Well, the artifact we found on the derelict craft just spun up. It looks like the normal structure was generating its own warp nexus. Right. And later, we'll check that out. We're in trouble. That is bigger than a bread box. Remember I mentioned we don't want to go in with anything bigger than a bread box? Well, that is definitely bigger than a bread box. And that's a station. That will rip us to pieces. There's something over here, though. Over the sun? Yeah, I know. But let's check this Nexus out. It's close to us, and we can see where it goes. Oh, crap. Whoa, that was close. I almost went into that Nexus with that guy. That would be bad. Alright, so that leaves us with just the boss ship, which is in the next zone, and the station, which is obnoxiously in the way. But we can scan the planet out here. See if there's anything here. The wreck of a small craft just lies just below the surface of the sea surface, near a cluster of rocky islands. Surface scans suggest that it has been there for some time. Among the island's small forests, the team spotted a group of quadrupeds. Curiously observing the lander. explore the wreck, try to communicate with the quadrupeds. Wreck. Great, some research. Okay, so we actually get to do both. Quadrupeds, two blue-eyed sisters and their little brother swam to the line in the Sunset Sea. The little brother kept a dark secret in greenstone water. The fisherman came and tried to coax the secret from him, but learned too late that the green water must not run. They sailed away too late and wrecked their skiff on our shores. At least the green water polluted the whole ocean. When the fisherman came, we will tell them the story. The team's culture expert observes the story as figurative and geometrical aspects that do not appear in the quadruped's normal speech. She speculates that it may be their attempt to preserve a narrative given to them by the wrecked survivors. Probably. Alright, so we have that other ring. You're a scout. That's an orbiter, that's a scout. Scout we can deal with. Orbiter not so much. Not yet anyway. We do have that ring structure. Up here. There it is. You can go check out. So let's see where that goes. Use the X to jump. You can make notes on the star map to help remind. Okay, that's fine. Map down. Bad timing. Looks like we don't have anywhere else to go yet. But once we actually find another one, we can come back. I'm not sure if that's how it works. So once you check in on them, you can come back later. Pretty easily. So if you find those, make sure to always activate them. So, look at our map. We have this point here. And we have this over here. I don't know if this goes to there or if it maybe goes somewhere else. So let's see, which way do you want to go? Is portal or walk, or try to walk along? I don't know what the long walks look like time-wise. Well, without gravitational colliding, getting down there would be annoying. Alright. So let's check this system out then. Maybe, just maybe, we'll find something that's not trying to kill us. Now, the story that we had, that I accidentally clicked through on the last one, that actually has to do with the main story of the game. So, very important. Promise to convey the position of their fleet, offer to take them back. Come with us. So, we got some refugees. Now, somewhere around here, we will find their ship. Speaking of which, on behalf of the Surid Republic, we bid you greetings. Who are you and your intentions? We are representatives from Starcom. We come in peace. We do not know of the Starcom Collective, but accept your intentions of peace. How is it that you've not encountered our kind here before? We were transferred here by another regional space. Interesting. We have warp nexuses here that can be used to travel great distances, which you describe as unknown to us. We would speak to you further, but we are on a search and rescue mission for one of our survey vessels, which is not reported yet. We have your crew, and we get gold. Sweet. Our lost brethren, you have done tremendous service to our Republic. Please accept these minerals. So we got 50 gold. Cool. The planet where you located the missing team is one we had already passed by. Our detection capabilities must be more advanced than our own. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss? We have questions about races. Which race? About yourself. The Surid mastermind interstellar travel millennia ago. Mastered interstellar travel millennia ago. But we officially record history from the formation of our republic only 500 years ago. Since then, we have dedicated ourselves to a peaceful pursuit of science. These guys do not look like scientists. However, been forced to defend ourselves from the Chitic expansion. Yeah, we've had runs with them. Chitic are the most difficult race. Like the insects they descended from. They seek to expand, swarm, and consume. Their ships are not as powerful as ours, but they make up for it in numbers. They have recently become more aggressive in this region. We believe they've established a forward base near coordinates 12.7 by -6.8. I'm gonna go ahead and write that down because I don't know how that works on the game. Just give me a second. Not now. Not now. So, 12.7 by -6.8. Okay, so look at that in a second. I understand. Let's see what we can do. Please understand I make no request of you, but if that base does not exist, things would be much easier. No more questions about that. What else do you want to discuss? This is the region? No more about that. This is about the region. Can you tell me about the ring gateways? We call them Nexus gateways. Unlike the Nexus wormholes that link some solar systems to another, they can be controlled to transport any ship to any other known gateway. Supposedly, the created by the Progent, we have little understanding as to how they function, but we rely on them for trade and exploration. Who are the Progent? You may encounter massive derelict ships or strange artifacts on desert worlds. We attribute these to the Progent. Although in reality we know little about them, we don't even know if they were a single race or many. We have never encountered them. Some historians believe they were wiped out in a great war long before we took to the stars. That is not my area of expertise, but if they were wiped out in a war, what became of their vanquishers? Whoever they were, we have gained a great deal of technology from the remains. That we've done. Okay, so, like to trade. I'll pass on your request along to our government's trade minister. I should warn you that because of the nature of the genetic conflict, they are wary of exchanging critical resources with non-allied parties. Gotcha. Is there anything else you needed? Moving on our way. Alright, so we have, what is it? One more planet in this region to scan? So let's go ahead and scan that. See if there's anything here. No service numbers. So the question is, do we go home or do we move on? I kind of want to go here to these two blues, but our next jump probably goes up to this star here. It's Nova Supergiant. I don't know. Nothing in pause. So we've got a bunch of titanium. How much research do we have now? 245? Well, that's enough to get ourselves started. That's some decent research. But the question is, do we want to move forward or move? Oops. Or what? I think we're going to go over to this section over here. Which... it's going to take us a bit to get there because we don't have better engines. But at least we can navigate here. If we're going long distances, we need to take your hands off the controls. The ship is in auto thrust capabilities. Use C to toggle auto thrust. Warp. Gravitics. Okay, hold on. 50 research points. Blue pink color, this nebula is due to the whatever. Hold on, there's a thing here. Derelict ship. This unmanned vessel appears to be an early attempt at interstellar travel. It uses primitive but wholly original warp field generator. As best engineer can tell, it is probably intended to fly to a particular location, turn around, and return. Unfortunately, the warp field collapsed, prematurely damaging the craft. Its encryption system worked better than the warp drive. We can't decipher the telemetry data to figure out how it was supposed to work or where it came from. If we ever find who launched it, we can return the data to them, and perhaps they can explain the technology. Okay. So, we actually had two annoying conversations. One with the warp ship come up. Okay, so one of my duties is to maintain the ship's catalog of surveys and transcripts. You can access them using Q, which is this screen. Or we can use C to auto-flash us. Which is a great way of going long distance. There's also another system here. Here, which is nice. let's kind of get in here and check out the binary star system. Binary stars are still growing from the matter in this nebula. I estimate in roughly 2.5 million years, they will merge into one supergiant. And we get some experiments. Now, we didn't have a planet down here. But it is a cool nebula. One of the things I like about this game, the visuals are really pretty. They're pretty and they're inventive. And you don't need the warp drive to get anywhere. The core of this gas giant is registering neutrino emissions consistent with deuterium fusion. Despite not being nearly massive enough. He never did fix that. I bet nobody even noticed it. So the question is there anything else in this nebula besides that one protostar? We have a binary star, and then we have a protostar. Is there any other like gas giants or maybe other anomalies? I wouldn't be surprised if that warp drive system was designed to come out here to study this nebula and then go back. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Because you figure they've got these nexuses to go anywhere they want to go. So, you know, it might take a while to get there, but they can use those. So as long as they're not damaged by the jumps, then it's not a big deal. Now in this game, if you actually knew the story of the game, you can basically use these different points of interest to build up a very powerful ship very quickly and be able to fly wherever you want them to go. So we have that's all the galaxy we can see right now. But if we go up here and take this jump out, we can go back around. Now the question is, I've got enough titanium and yttrium, got lots of research, but is it going to be enough? Because you figure we're going to suck off 150 research to get the next class of ship. And we need a new engine, probably a new reactor. Not necessarily going to be enough. Definitely at least one more reactor. Maybe two. So let's go ahead and go on to the next system. And we'll progress to the next warp point. Mainly because I want to, when I go back home, I want to have a lot of resources to be able to upgrade the ship. Whether it's scientific research or it's actual physical resources. I mean, that's not the direction I was expecting it to go, but okay. Right. I know that ship. that's one of those Chitic transport craft. Alright, so let's go ahead and scan this. Nothing fancy here. Alright, so what do we have here? This system has a couple of planets, another jump gate, another star nearby. So I think what we'll do is take this planet, and then kind of like hop our way up. So we'll start down here. And then we can fly up to that nearby system and see what they got going on. Because that'll be a fun one. As long as we don't find like another one of those silly star bases. Or, frigates. Bugger. And that's why I didn't want to go near those guys. I knew they were going to have something bigger than a backbox. And there's a destroyer over there. Well, that's lovely. I'd say that's bigger than a bread box. More than we can handle. Scan the planet. Survey the planet. Survey craft. What do we got? How to approach the planet. The heat plumes and seismic readings suggest that the structure is some kind of mining facility. Oh, okay. No life signs are immediately detected, though heavy dust makes visual and sensor observations tricky. Approach with caution. Seems this is an automated mining facility operated only by low-level drones who ignore the team's presence. Deep bore drills bearing yttrium ore on the surface, which the drones collect and process. Judging by the mineral composition of the equipment, this is a Chitic facility. Collect the processed yttrium, but leave the facility. Collect the yttrium, dismantle the facility. Have the team return to the ship for now. Now let's leave the facility. Let's take the yttrium and leave the facility. That implies that we might be able to come back here later. And, collect more yttrium as the game progresses. Probe. What if I can catch that? I don't think I can in this ship. I don't think this ship can catch one of those. I think we're fast enough. No, that's out of range. We don't have enough engines to do that. If we were at the right place at the right time, we could have caught it as it passed us. But it was just too far away from where we were when it spawned. Which is a shame. I don't know what that has. Probably just like research and stuff. Probably nothing too. Scout. Destroyer. Wonderful. Let's ignore those. There's another one over here that we can go check out. See if it has any less Chitic in it. However, if it's pretty much just a bunch of Chitic, we're probably just going to go home, use what we have to upgrade it the best we can, and then come back out. Because the idea of not having, not being able to take on those frigates and destroyers is just not what I want to deal with. But I want to go back with as much usable information as we can. I want to go back and I'll be able to get upgrade the ship, ship hull twice. Definitely be able to get a third engine. Get probably a few more guns. Maybe a few missiles. Because the missile launchers that they were using looked pretty wild. So, maybe see if we can get those. That might be a good thing. So, we'll see what we can do about that. Okay, so if we jump, we stall, or we hit the C button. That's a scout. That is about scouts. Okay, I can deal with that. We can handle 2 scouts. Right now. Come on. That takes care of that scout. And that takes care of that scout. So. No problem. 2 scouts down with. Like I said, we can't do the frigates and destroyers yet. No, not once. We got 2 more planets up here. And we got a sun. 2 more planets. Sweet. Let's definitely scan this system up here. And see what we can find. There's also a warp gear up here. I wonder where that goes. I don't know. Alright, we got no magnetic field, have an unusual glass planet, and again some research. Okay. So, oh wait, hold on. Why does it say there's something else on this planet? Because we can surface scan the planet. Okay. Orbital scans show traces of civilization across a nearly dead planet. But now the only signs of life are confined to a tiny region. The survey team approaches they agreed by an incognito site, an oasis of life and technology beneath the shimmering bubble, like an ancient snow globe. Okay. The engineer determines that the bubble is a coherent energy field keeping harsh solar radiation at bay, as well as an effective security shield. The inhabitants of the bubble, a race of small, colorful, urchin-like creatures, permit the team to enter. Okay. The team learns that the planet lost its magnetic field quite suddenly nearly a century ago. Without the natural magnetic field, the planet was bombarded with deadly radiation. With a few years of almost all life, the planet was wiped out. During that time, they were able to construct protective shield generators and concentrated their population in this location. Unfortunately, their generators are still starting to fail, and they lacked sufficient adamantine to repair the ship. I need 55 units of adamantine. I'll see what I can do, but I haven't gotten any adamantine yet. So if we can find some adamantite, they're good. We can have it. What do we got out of that? Probably shielding technology for our poor ship. Nothing here. Which would be amazing. So generators? That'd be cool. And what's this way for us? It has something on the planet. Let's see what it is. Look. A structure yields some gold and some palladium. We can probably have some kind of valuable technology, but it's been solidly sealed against the elements. Access the insides would almost certainly permanently damage it. Clean out the intakes and let the machine continue to operate. Disable the machine for the data emitters. Let's clean it out. I don't know if that means we can come back. Yeah, we can come back to it later. See, this is a probe. It is way faster than we are. Don't hit the sun. And where do you go? Oh my goodness, we are so far from home. We are running! No, 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 no. I am totally noping out of that conversation. Alright, I think we will go back south. We will try and do a thing here. Because there is that one planet we couldn't go to here, and then we couldn't go to here because of the Chitics. And maybe, just maybe we can sneak into this one and scan the planet. It is possible. It's also possible that they're still guarding it. If that's the case, then we're just gonna go home. Yeah, we're going home. This is about as far as I can safely go without doing any more upgrades. I could probably go the other direction. See what's south. Probably goes this way. But I want a bigger ship. And I want some more engines. And I definitely want some more guns. That's a definite. I definitely want some more guns. So, I want to do that. Alright. We just gotta dodge that station. It's got a cargo ship. That cargo ship is, like, not a big deal. The problem is that station. Maybe I'll research missiles. Missiles might be good. And just go missile instead of a key. Instead of a tank. Oh. Definitely a better reactor. So we can build up our energy better. And odds are we're gonna have a strike. We have to, go back anyway and report it. But we've got enough things here that we shouldn't have problems researching and then building some new systems. We have a ring in our homeworld? Okay. We have a ring gate. Hold on, let's activate the ring gate. Because we can now jump from here to here. Well, that helps a little bit. That also may cause problems. Especially if other races can use those. Yeah, very easily. Let's see what the base has to say. Commander, just read your log on the Nexus gateways. I don't want to get any hopes up, but whoever constructed them had some incredible level of technology. And if anything can get us home, these gateways might be a clue. Investigate any more you find. Good job on finding the artifact that makes them work. What else? I can use a few more crew. Thank you. Anything else? Anything new? Nope. How's morale? That's all for now. Your first officer transmitted your mission logs to us as soon as you're back in range. I just finished reviewing them. Looks like you found a non-hostile race. Yes. I think these are extenuating circumstances. If we ever make our way back to Starcom space, you can say I did it on my own. I'll try to play up on the book. Sounds reasonable. Anything else? No, that's good for now. Alright, so research. Under research, we need to come down to the ship class thing. Is it here? Research that. Thank you. And then grab the Explorer. No point in doing anything else. Anything other than that, minimum. Now, accelerated repairs. That's tractor beams. Command. No, I think I want a weapon. So plasma weaponry, that's fine. What about missile weaponry? Can I get missiles? Rail coil accelerators, coherence, plasma coolant. I guess no missile system yet. So let's go with improved engines. And I wanted the, what's this one do for us? Increases your ship's maximum speed when in deep space. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Gyroscope control makes us turn faster. Turbo efficiency will use less energy. So I think we want to do at least one weapon upgrade. This one increases damage. This one increases rate of fire. Decreases spread. Range. Faster projectiles. So, Let's go with the damage upgrade. And then we'll do increase energy production reserves production. So he's got 40 points. Which probably is not enough to do much of anything. Increases the maximum crew. Oh, sure. That's a good one to pick up. Not the shipyard. Now we can do up to this class. We just don't happen to have enough resources for it. But what we want to do is we want to put an engine. And okay. We want to do that. I wanted to put in a third gun. I guess we'll do that for now. Not gonna have much speed boost, but it's better than nothing. Because this is gonna be another reactor and another engine. That's my thinking. So we're good there. We don't have anything else, so. Base station. That's much faster. Much faster. And the reactors can almost keep up with my shots. Which is good. So now, because I can't be up that station yet. I doubt. Because it's probably gonna use missiles. Use that gyroscope, man. That ship is... We're catching on it, though. We have one more engine. And the upgraded gyroscope. So next time we definitely have to upgrade the gyroscope. And have enough resources to grab this new engine. That's just that thing. I was looking for that probe, though. Definitely much better than what we had before. Speed-wise, it's definitely faster. And check out the so this one here doesn't have missiles. So it's actually pretty easy to take out this one because it doesn't have missiles. There it goes. Now that gets them off our doorstep. There's another scout over here we need to take out. Just to get him one more step off my doorstep. So that's a good thing. Let's take the scout out. Yeah, I definitely want to get all the upgrades to the cannons. Yeah, the spread upgrades are... The cannon upgrades are going to be good. Because apparently we can't use missiles yet. Looks like we might. I don't know if we can use missiles in this game. Now, there is a second game that he made to go after this one. I think it's, like Unknown Space or something like that. And it actually is the sequel to this game. So, and being it's the sequel, it's better to play the game through so you know the story here, just in case it matters. Will it matter? I don't think so. Other than like the races and stuff. So you understand the races involved, assuming they actually keep that. I don't know if they will or not. Destroyer. Deal with that. Oh, we might be able to get to this one now. I don't think so. Cargo. That one's got missiles. Man. Too many big ships. These chicks have way too many guns for my taste right now. Alright, so we've got a couple of options here. Let's go check out these planets up here. See if we've got anything good. Hopefully we do. Yeah, I'm hoping for some more materials. But literally anything we got. Surface scan, we got. Research. By random quirk, this planet's geography. Only surface water are small cluster of pools at the top that tap into the deep aquifer. According to the team's xenobiologist, the plant life that has evolved here reveals some interesting data. Who cares? 20 points. Frigate, that's what we have. I don't have to fight a frigate. Not that I probably can fight the frigate. I just don't want to. Wonderful. There's a friendly ship and an outpost. I'll take care of that one outpost. Scan the planet. Hey, I don't think that's right. Because that outpost is really easy to kill, thankfully. Sensors are unable to detect any indigenous life on the planet. This planet, rocky world, okay? But a high plateau is riddled with tunnels. They do not appear to be the result of natural geographic activity. Do you want to send the team in? The team quietly moves through the tunnels, freezing anytime a sound is heard. Eventually they come across what appears to be an empty ore processing chamber. Large quantity of titanium. If ore is left behind, take the ore. Keep searching. As the team moves through the tunnels, they become aware of increasing movement. Sticking to the quieter, smaller tunnels, they are able to find some more things. Return to the ship for now, or dig? Dig. Return to the ship. Let's see if we can come back there. We can come back there. So that's cool. I wonder. Save. So I'm kind of curious if we search again. We got some more. We're just back to the surface. Toward a lander as the Chitik. Okay. There's that hostile frigate. But it's... That was worth it. We found a part of a missile launcher. By itself, it's not enough to start research. Maybe we can find additional components to gain 30 research points. Okay, so that's how we get new parts that we don't already have. So if we want to use missiles, we have to kill those guys, steal their missiles, and then we can research them. That's how we get them. That'd be nice. So basically we picked up a whole bunch of titanium down there. About 100 titanium. Nice. What else we got? Nothing here. So we've got nothing here. We do have this jump point. Which probably take us down here, would be my guess. That would be my guess. Now, as long as we don't hit, like, too much missile stuff, we're okay. Definitely want to get more upgrades to refine the ship. But now, this game is a fun game. The world is pretty expansive. The story is at least interesting. It's enough to keep you interested. Okay, so there's a sun there, a planet there. Oh, the planet over here. Oh, that was a jump. Oh, the Nexus. It's not, it's a planet. Let's go do that. It looks like there's another planet. See, there's another system here, so we'll want to do that before we jump. Alright, so no anomalies in that planet. So we'll go to Wx3 Scout. It'll come at us. Come back here. You have 2 scouts. Don't want to destroy them. Because, you know, they might drop some titanium ore. And they only drop like 1 ore. It's kind of sad. One of these we can actually destroy. The destroyer we can destroy, the frigate we can't. Oh, that's the traitor. takes care of that. The trader is, I don't know if he's neutral at this point, or if he's friendly. He's neutral. But we can talk to him. Make first contact. The waters were warm and the Pelotas swarm into our mouths when we Uluhu first met you. They were delicious. And what name are you known? Yes. How strange. The way you came to these undeep waters. We had not seen your kind, but you gave us gifts, and we tried to help. That makes no sense. What kind of gift? I do not remember this part of our story. You filled in the gaps. It was the story, not the words that mattered. Gold? Here's palladium. Things for things, things for knowledge. What did we do when we swarmed together? Things for knowledge. What stories did we tell you? Story from the undeep. All sound stories, thank you. I don't have the palladium. I'll have things for things. Okay. So palladium is their currency. If you want to sell them some stuff, then we can get things. Now, cobalt and gold, we don't have a big use for right now. So if we actually sell him all 89 or 98 gold, they give us 74 palladium. 10 cobalt. That puts us to 100. Well, that means we can buy the story. Yes. Close that. Things for knowledge. Story of the Undeep. The Uluku trader found itself stranded far off in the Undeep. The whirlpool that brought them here or there had closed without warning. They could not call for help. So they set their ship for home and went to their sleeping eggs. While they slept, the ship recorded a voice from the void. A still singing song with no words. Now I'm going to write this down. So 1.59 by, that's negative 1.59 by 4.44. Okay. What stories could we go on? I don't have anything else. Okay, good. So here's the map. Never mind. I have to dodge the missiles. You are done. With so few cannons. Oh, I didn't get the missile launcher. How sad. Alright, so the first one we found in coordinates of is 12.7 by negative 6.8. So 12.7 by negative 6.8. Okay, so that's this white dwarf system. Now the other one is negative 1.4. So negative 1, positive 4 here. I get a feeling I may not want to go there yet, because that's going through deep space. And I definitely want to have a better ship before I go into uncharted space. An Ooh-Driver. Ah, yes. Activate my string. Actually, I have nothing for you. I think he's too close to the rings, so I can't activate them. These are three enormous pillars of weathered rock stretch out into the clouds. Yeah, that's not normal. On close inspection, it appears they were once part of a tremendous artificial structure, obviously. Possibly by building the ceremonial relic while it was overall shaped and rooted beyond recognition. The seismic sensors reveal the entrance a few meters below the sand. A flight of normal stairs, which nearly a meter high, climbs for half a kilometer through the interior of the pillar, reaching a large vaulted chamber. The far end of the chamber appears as a large apparatus of stone and metal that looks like an orrery of the solar system. There's a control on the panel with glyphs using the ship's translator. It appears to be open one's eye. Open the eye. There's a deep rumble following the EM radiation above the pillar. Aboard the ship, an energy reading is detected outside the system. Yeah. Finally, eyes open. We can jump straight back home to here. Very nice. Very nice. But they have another system over here you want to go check out. Definitely want to check this one out before we do anything else. Now we can take on, we've proven as much, we can take on all of the current Chitik craft that we know of. I just don't want to take them on more than one at a time. So, I think we go down here and check these out, and then we'll check that one up there. Now, if you actually knew where you were going, you could basically trigger certain events where, like, someone was parked a small cruiser in the coastal cave. The naturally heavy metal-rich rocks completely concealed it from our sensors. Our anomaly scan would have missed it completely, if not for some odd neutrino emissions. Limpet and plant growth on the underside of the vessel suggests that it has been here for several decades at least. We investigate. The interior of the ship seems to be in good shape. The team doesn't recognize the markings. The equipment doesn't seem to have a consistent prevalence, leading to the security officer to speculate that might belong to mercenaries or scavengers. Its computer banks have oddly been wiped clean. The tech is not terribly advanced, but there's definitely some salvage value. It's been here long enough that we can claim it. Yes. So we got some titanium, some palladium, and some chloride. That's good. The team breaks down the vessel and gets some resources. I can dig that. And this is a Sakura. Oh, wait, we forgot planet down here. Get this one down here. It's a frigate, so it's just a... That was close. There she goes. Hey, we found another part of the missile launcher. By itself, enough to start research, but maybe we can find additional components, 40 research points. Alright. Don't know how many pieces we need. Initially I thought this planet was emitting a microwave signal. Actually, the interaction of the solar wind and so on and so forth have research. Have research for travel. So, up to 120. It's not really what we need. We need more. Picked up some gold. Still has a few guns left. I'm disappointed. There she goes. Jeez. Oh, nothing else. Alright, anything good? No service anomalies. So, we are out here. Now we can go farther south and go towards that white dwarf where they want us to blow up that Chitik facility. Or we can go back north. It's not gonna have anything good to say to us until we destroy that Chitik facility. But once that's done, we can eventually learn to trade with them. And that'll give us some different stories, that'll give us some different resources, give us some different advantages. I'm glad the marks are working. That was something I remember correctly. When you went up here, when you got the, hey, go here, these didn't used to mark up. You just had to keep a note list of what, where, when, why, how. So, I just wanted to make sure I knew what was going on. So, if I had to actually keep notes still, because before we had to, but now we don't, so, go with that. Yep, that's where I thought we were going. Whoa, run away. We want to, thin out their population first. We want as few guns as possible. If we can avoid having guns, we'll do it. Our approach, the team fails to spot anything that looks interesting In the endless desert, the team's engineer wonders if the anomaly might be a false positive. Shifting soft sand, take finding a decent landing spot tricky, location tricky. Eventually, they locate the spot, but it's a few kilometers from the alleged anomaly. Investigate on foot, probably nothing. Investigate. About a kilometer away from the lander, from the top of a tall dune, the team spots a large craft in the distance. Through high-powered binoculars, it appears to be a Starcom vessel. What the hell? As the team crests the next dune, their excitement fades. The vessel is now even further away. The team's lander sends an engineer and security officer back to the lander. Sure enough, they radio back the arrival of the team can see two small figures beside the other vessel. Various experiments reveal that this is an unusual form of mirage that works much like a distant mirror, creating distorted reflections. Interesting. So, we'll take these three and I'm gonna go down to the other. Okay, so destroyer. That was close. That was luck. Okay, so that one's down. Is this gonna be enough to get us the missile launcher? That's the last part. So we need to have 3 parts. Sweet. What was that thought? We are jousting here, baby. Down. Find some more yttrium. Alright, we're getting there. Definitely making some progress. We haven't even taken any real significant damage. So that's good. I'm happy about that. Nice. Titanium, yttrium, cool. Alright, so we have 2 planets up here now. We've cleared everything. We've got the ability to make missile launchers. So we've got the research to do missile launchers. But do you have the material, the base? So there's another ship over here. I saw it. Where'd it go? Looks like it jumped. So we have... It's on that planet? Alright. So let's go ahead and do research on these planets and then we'll come back. Because doing so will probably give us like the destroyers or whatever to come say hi. There. So here it comes. Trick is these guys have their guns pretty much along the sides. So that was yttrium and some titanium. And that's some more yttrium. I think yttrium is another one of the trade resources. That looks bigger than a bread box. Holy hell, those are fighters. Someone's got fighters. That's that station. Okay, so the only damage we've sustained so far is by our own stupidity. From ramming into somebody. Bloody, I couldn't get to it in time. Thankfully we repair well. But gotta sheesh. It's more go juice. Can I save? I can't save. Cool. So let's save before we try to take this base. I don't know if we can. We can try. Looks like the station's gonna drop fighters on us in regular intervals. So we're gonna have to joust them. In order to take it out. We are taking some damage. But we've gotta get our... We gotta recharge, so... dodge these stupid drones. Is the station. The hive tech, though, the missiles, the drones. They'd be good tech. It's just a matter of time. Really. The reason you gotta adjust it though is because you can't take the sustained fire. Now with all of the little fighters and the frigate running around. So you gotta just kind of like temper your attacks. I think I finally got rid of all the fighter bags. So I think we're okay there. I think it's just getting rid of this guy. And then just getting rid of the actual station. Okay, so they just keep respawning, so there's no point in shooting them down. Oh, he just launched more drones. I thought he was out of fighters. Must have timed out on him. The trick is getting the command center, the command module in the center of the station. If you can get the command module in any of them, that's a ship or a station, like that, it's going up. The trick is getting to it. Because if it's a well-designed vehicle, it's going to have armor, it's going to have shield, it's going to have weapon systems. It's going to have all kinds of stuff in the way. I have more friends coming? Got missiles incoming. Alright, we're good. Oh, that's a big boy! I mean, I'm in a decent ship, but I don't think I can take on a battleship. I mean, I am cleverly designed, but maybe? I don't know, maybe? Best choice is to try and whittle out their guns. Go for the one, whatever you can find. In this case, whatever happens to be close to us, weak, or a bit of both. But definitely want to take out some of their ships before we consider taking on that battleship with our little scout craft. That was close. That was close. Alright. And it's got either 4 rapid fire launchers or it's got 8 launchers. I'm not sure which. I'm really not sure how many launchers it's got. I do know, though, that we can outrun its missiles. And that's the important part. Sweet. Alright. I mean, our little armor is actually doing... Oh my goodness, I just took some serious damage. That ram just did not do me well. Did not do me any favors. I'm just gonna try and hammer her off from the rear. Oh my goodness, I'm stuck. Ooh. That did not bode well for me. I did not intend to do that. Alright, that takes care of part of it. Right. So battleship is I don't know, it's trying to get away from me? I'm surprised it's taking so much damage. I'm surprised we can take so much damage. Considering I have not upgraded any of my Oh, yeah. No, bad! I slid into the... Go back. Before it runs away. Come on, baby. Just burn through her. No, not the many guns. Back off so I can repair some. Because it's one of those things. They don't have a lot of armor. They don't have a lot of hit points in any of their gear. But be damned, they ain't got a lot of ships. We have armor. They have a great number of ships. We're going to move ourselves away from this fight and help prepare. We've all but destroyed that stupid battleship. The trick now is having enough hit points to do so. It's almost dead. I just have to avoid the other craft. That battle cruiser will go down. It's got no armor left in the rear. Come on! There she goes. That was beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm so damaged. I am so damaged. Minor gravimetric distortions detected when the orbit are traced to a spherical object floating a few meters above the surface of the planet. No other signs of civilization are evident. The team's engineer speculates the object may be a stasis sphere, an artificial field that slows time within an area to a near standstill, creating a perfect time capsule based on the sensor readings. He believes he may be able to open with a specific code transmitted as gravity waves. Okay, we don't have the code, so. Oh my gosh, I am so surprised we took that thing off. The station, that wasn't surprising. That was just avoiding the drones, but the that battle cruiser something else. Thankfully, we can prepare ourselves. We don't blow up like everybody else. Okay, it's clear that the Chichik have been extremely busy, otherwise lifeless rock, although the purpose of their activities is less obvious. A massive pylon rises above the uneven plains. It's so tall that it appears to have been partially supported by tractor beams. Wow, that's impressive. From orbit until recently, but now has become dangerously unstable. Chichik workers flee the structure on foot. Have them investigate. We have different areas. Data archives, habitat manipulation, pylon reinforcement, high lab. Data. Get some research. High lab. Get some research. Main generators. Nothing. Pylon reinforcement. Nothing. Habitat. Oh, I shouldn't have gone to the habitat. Should have done that. That was nasty. Alright. So we have... Well, here we have a jump back home. Or we can press on. How's our ship doing? We have a max speed. And we've got titanium. We have chlorite. That's fine. Get some platinum. I can make missiles. I don't know what that's gonna take. I got research points. Lots of research points. I think I want to go back home. Get ourselves a little bit more, something. Maybe upgrade our hull durability or something. I think there's a few ships over here. Let's... Ooh, that was good. One or two missiles isn't really a threat to us. A bunch of missiles is. So there's something he just dropped. What do you drop? Titanium, okay. Okay, so there's like more ships down here. There's more of these frigates and destroyers. Also more up here. I want to blow them all up because I want their resources. Unfortunately, I would rather get the fighters from that station, and they didn't drop. So we're gonna have to either destroy more stations, or find ships with fighters, and he jumped. Because I think fighters would be cool. Have fighters on the ship? Tell me fighters for the station. They could really use fighters. Because if these guys start coming back for revenge, they're gonna want to have better defenses. However, I am down to a crew of 5 from a crew of 12. So, yeah, we need to go. If nothing else, we need to go get more crew. I don't know if they can run out of crew. That's a question I don't know. I don't know if the developer ever thought about that. Or if it was just, nah, we're just gonna be infinite crew. Because that's one of those things that is always a possibility. And I don't know if you can have crew from other spaces either. So that would be cool. Alright, so the engineer. In order to increase the size, its current limits, I need to make some modifications to the shipyard. I don't have resources for it. I will need titanium and neutronium to expand the layout. I'll see what I can do. What do I have? Neutronium, I have 0. But we can do research. So we have here. Here's our missiles. So it cost me 125 to get missiles. Okay. Methods new. Smooth scanning allows us to spot both threats and celestial objects from further away. Extra people. Extreme survival. Says Atlanta planets with extreme environments. Yeah, go ahead and get that. Accelerated repair, that's a good idea. Armor construction systems ready. Improves the performance of damaged modules. Allows construction of armor modules. What's this one do? Further improves the performance of damaged modules with a maximum effectiveness. Okay. Don't know. We do want the gyroscope. That's definitely something we want. I think I'm gonna buy missiles. I may not actually use them right away. I'm gonna buy them. This one does spread. Now, the shipyard. We can look at missiles. Missiles cost us cobalt. I only had 10 cobalt anyway. So, engine's gonna cost us gold. That. Plasma turret. That's sure. So we can do here. Let's give us 2 more turrets. I don't know how that's going to function for us. But, you know. I mean, it's 1 more turret. Might be a good thing. We're still generating more energy than we can drain, but not much. We're getting kind of close on the energy. Energy's definitely getting better. Now, we could go further south or further north. I think we'll go here. We'll go north. definitely want to have one more reactor and one more thruster, though. I wouldn't mind getting that armor plates, but I don't think they're necessary, really. But I can see if you can get enough materials, I could definitely see you equipping your ship with a bunch of missiles. That would be cool. The only problem with missiles is they're slow and inaccurate, so you'd have to get a lot of upgrades for them. And I might do that before I decide to go into missiles. Let's just get a lot of upgrades before I decide to buy them. Which wouldn't be a bad idea. Ooh, look. Cargo ship. I still haven't done this planet here. But I squirmed out of them because I was afraid of the missile ships. I'm no longer afraid of the missile ships. Especially now that I've taken down a battle cruiser with, you know, what is the equivalent of a heavy scout. And we're getting to light laser class now. But yeah, you're trying to brawl with me and you're not gonna make it. Your brawling ain't gonna work. On a high mountain of this uninhabited ice ball is a structure buried in ice and snow. After careful defrosting using the lander's thrusters. I don't understand how that'd be careful, but okay. The team is able to enter. The structure was an automated observatory. Likely it's been abandoned for centuries. Judging from several records, it was part of a project to study chemical composition of rare comets. Sadly, most of the data collected has been lost, but there is a probe thruster failure confirmed, likely unrecoverable. Project data stop at -11.9, -25.2. Where? Way down there. Wow. That's a... Wow. I guess when we get down there, we'll check it out. We're not gonna get down there today. Right now we're going... And we could if I really wanted to. It's all fine. There's another ring here. Okay. That one's not activated. The survey team easily locates the anomaly detected from orbit several chunks of scattered debris containing titanium and yttrium. The markings of abandoned atmospheric entry, but the metallic analysis shows whatever it was made by a Starcom fabricator. Interesting. Anyway. Okay. Alright, so apparently we have another gateway open. Sweet. you slowly pick them up, and they just, you know, generate as you go through, and this is the game. As you do different things, eventually they start popping into existence. Yeah, it's a little weird how it works, but this one, the bubble. Oh yeah, they wanted adamantine at 55. The desolation system. What did that one want? They wanted adamantine. What was this one? What did this one want? I mean, I could get some. I could trade the yttrium for the adamantine. Maybe. I don't know if the team gathers the materials from the machine. Has separated. Oh, so this gives me palladium and gold on a regular basis. Sweet. There's also that one, Chichik location that gives me, like, I think, titanium? Yeah, there's several of those types of facilities that if you can find them and actually use them correctly, then you can have resources on the regular. So like I've got one that gives me titanium, one that gives me gold and palladium. I think there's another one that gives you yttrium, and I think there's one that might give you like all of the resources. So if you remember where they are and you maintain them, you don't screw it up, then you can get resources basically ever. Or you can just break them all down and get the quick resources now, but you're not going to have continuous resources later, which could be to your advantage. At the base of the awesome piece of this world, the team finds the source of the anomaly, some modest deposits of titanium. Okay. So we'll take that high. Alright. Oh, there's a star right over here. It's an orange star. That's gonna take us probably out to here. This one. Oh, I forgot to get more people. I better be careful. Because I forgot to pick up people when I was at home. I'm picking up a faint signal in the light wave band. It looks like some kind of transmission. Let me restore. The ship's sensors have detected a neutrino emissions pattern identical to those of the tracking device the survey team discovered. Highlighted on the map. The tracking device? I've restored the message from the fragment best I could. It's clearly in Starcom standard, but most of it was unrecoverable. I've added it to the session log. Let's see here. gives me a headache. Yeah, it really doesn't tell us much now, does it? Primitive vessel. All these little descriptions here. So we need 120 titanium and plutonium for Chang. Final launch probe. That well out of the race wants to attain and the adamantine, which if we get a hold of one of those other trader races again, wouldn't be too hard to do. Because I've got a ton of yttrium and they don't have need for yttrium. The vessel is similar construction to the cruiser the team discovered. Concealed in a cave. The ship is devoid of any life and appears to have been abandoned for a long time. Although it's difficult to tell how long. The vessel, like that vessel, there's some salvage and identical neutrino matter hull. So palladium, turtleite, and some titanium. I was hoping for some more research. We have a beeping sound. Don't know what that is. Probe. Question is, what's its orbital pattern? It's dodging us. It's still faster than we are. Came around, but nope, and nope out. Bring it back on board and ask. In an incongruous mix of high and low tech, a triangular object composed of rare metals at the top of a horn dais. A pale blue light seems to emit from it, but the artificial source is hard to pinpoint. Quick scan shows that it's composed of adamantine, and titanium, and was constructed using technologies advanced our own. Take it apart for the materials, or bring it aboard the ship in the research shop. Lose 2 crew. As soon as the team engineer touches the object, there's a crackling flash of light. The team glances around. Days artifact and engineer closes to the server have vanished. Nice. Research turns up nothing. Great. I'm down to 3 crew members. I'm gonna maybe go back and get people. I got ship parts, but so we got some research points. The scanners detected movement that suggests animal level intelligence. I wish we could see what they look like. But the depth of our surveyor be crushed. Okay. Alright, so it is currently 11 o'clock. I need to get people and things. So I'm gonna go back to base, do some maintenance, and then go on from there. So it is 11 o'clock, so I probably should go get some sleep. And I think I might might have enough resources now. Chlorite, gold. Yeah, I got enough for one more engine. Let's say I've got enough for one more engine, one more power reactor. We don't have much research though. Which is more of what I'm interested in, is research. Because the more research we have, the faster we can advance our ship. So, but the big trick is definitely getting us some more engines for speed. Freeze. That is an anomaly. We've discovered a large petrified skull. Besides being deep in space, it's unusual for its size and dense molecular composition. Gain 100 research points. Well, that was interesting. Who would have thought that was going to happen? I didn't. I was not expecting to find a random skull hanging out. Speaking of which, I want to things for things. Now, if I want 55 adamantine, I need 70. Only has 8. Well, as expensive as it is, that kinda sucks. I mean, I'll catch him up later, but buying the adamantine is kind of expensive. But if you can afford to buy it from them, you know, any of the traders, when you come across them, it's useful. This planet over here might have some more oil or something on it. So I'm going to stop in. See if the collectors have anything here for me. Yeah, we have collectors. And it's not much, but it is gold and palladium. So, works for me. I think this is the one that gives me the titanium. I think. Nope. That's the one with the adamantine. That's the mining station. So it's the ones down here. Because yeah, if you can take out those guys to adamantine, they'll teach you how to make those shields. And it's the only place in the game you can learn how to make shields. So, that being said, it is definitely worth doing. It's just a matter of figuring out how you're going to get the out of that time. I should have bought the 8 that he had. And then when I run into him or somebody else later, pick up a few more. So on and so forth. And just pick it up over time. Alright. Send our survey team down to the mining station. I think this one's titanium. Collect the yttrium. Yes, yttrium, leave facility intact. See, I should have. Oh crap, I did not mean to bump the button. Return to the ship for now. Yeah, I should have, I don't know about this probe, man. It's still faster than we are. No, I don't have the speed to catch that thing yet. I don't know about you. I'm gonna come up here and grab the ring and head home. Get people, do the repair job. And call it a day. I mean, it's already 11 or 9, but that's okay. We'll do well. We'll do fine. And then tomorrow we'll continue. We left off. So one of the things we can do is with our research points, we have the ability to do. Ugh, don't have that. So this will increase our thrust from turbo. This will increase our overall thrust. But I can't afford that one. I can afford the turbo boost. So give me the turbo boost. And then over here, what we're going to do is we're going to add an engine. Okay, add an engine or a reactor. Well, adding the engine is better than not. Between the engine and the extra boost, that might allow me to catch that stupid thing. We are moving a lot faster now. I'm curious. I don't know if we can find it again. It bounces around a couple of systems. but it's one of those things that, because it bounced around a few systems, and it's a really fast probe, we have no way of knowing for sure where we're going to see it. See, with the 3 engines in the afterburner, we are losing thrust, losing energy. So, whether we can catch it or not, I think we got enough finally. Yay! Okay, our track beam has caught an advanced SteamOS probe. Based on the design, the engineering thinks it's a swarm probe, probably released in large numbers to survey the galaxy, with the expectation of mostly being destroyed. Now, that gives us 200 research. That is fantastic. I saw another one here. I don't know if it's the same probe. Ooh, dodge those. Well, our little missile dude's being overzealous on his missiles. Alright, now the question is there a probe here? Or is it just my imagination? This extra engine's pretty impressive. Really is pretty impressive. But with that research, what we can do is, even though we can't add in the extra reactor we want, what I can do instead is put research down to energy. I mean, I could give me better engines, but I don't really need them. The booster perks was enough. And give us this one. And do that, and then I'd say do the power sum research, which gives us more density. So we have more power, and we have more generation. So, question is, are we losing losing power? Yes, but not as much. The gun is about even, and the energy consumption from the thrusters is pretty low. So it's still not quite where we want it yet. An extra engine would be useful, but an extra reactor would be useful, but we don't need it anymore. So that's what we're going to break today. Catch up tomorrow and see where we're at. And we'll play through the story. Have a good night and see you then.